Hi, I'm Carl Rizzuto from Keller Williams Realty and the Carl Rizzuto Sales Team. Just a quick video with some information as to what happens once you buy a home. A lot of people think the realtor's job ends once the buyer and seller approve a contract, an agreement of sale. That's really when the process starts. So what we do on our team, the Carl Rizzuto Sales Team, is carefully monitor every single aspect of your transaction in order to make sure everything is done properly, timely, and nothing is missed. So the first thing we'll do is meet with the mortgage lender and make sure that the appraisal is ordered. The appraisal is important for the seller and the buyer because the bank wants to make sure that the value is a fair value, and a good appraisal, in other words, an appraisal which is close to the value of the home, indicates that the property can be lent upon. Secondly, or at the same time, we'll order an inspection because most buyers want to have a home inspection in order to confirm that they know what they're buying condition-wise and so forth. Once we get that inspection, we review it with the buyer, answer any questions, sometimes refer back to the home inspector, and then proceed to discuss the result with the seller. If there are repairs, we work on those repairs as far as how they're going to be handled with the buyer and the seller. We also follow up in many instances. There's a deposit and a second deposit. We need to get that on track in time based on the terms of the contract. And then we start following up with the mortgage lender in order to make sure that everything is processed in a timely manner. Most contracts have time dates, and we can't miss those time dates because if we miss a time date, the transaction is in jeopardy. So what we do at our team is we have people working specifically that we pay to process the transaction to make sure your sale, whether buyer or seller, is totally secure. Now, in addition to that, we'll make sure title is offered and ordered on the property, and we'll secure title insurance to make sure, excuse me, that the buyer gets good valid title on the property, and then we go through the exhibits to make sure everything is proper. The final step is to get what we call a HUD, which is a net sheet as to how much the seller will obtain at the closing, how much the buyer may need to bring to the closing, and it's actually a financial picture of the entire transaction. We also carefully review that, and there were new guidelines that came out by the federal government in the fourth quarter of 2015, which is making that process even more time-consuming and even more detailed, which is fine. We follow up and work hard to make sure that nothing is missed. So that's an overview of the process. There's a lot of other little things involved, but I want to assure you, as your realtor, whether you're buying or selling, we carefully review every aspect of the deal. A lot of agents simply just want to make the sale and you never hear from them again. That's not the case with us. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. If you have any questions, call us anytime.